Good afternoon, everybody. I got a terrible cold on at the moment, so my voice is not going to be great, and my concentration is probably rubbish. So I've got some real great help in the background, who will look after me and you and make sure everything goes to plan-ish. Let's bring them in and say hello.
It's okay, people
We have
look after you.
Joe. We have fence post Brian, who literally just finished fencing 2 minutes ago. And we have Mike, who's been kicked off the buses again for the day, so he's going to be joining us.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
It's not because he's too old again, is it?
I can't get up the
No,
stairs.
it's not because he's too old. He's just they said he had to have a day off.
Oh,
or they had to have a day off.
Yeah, they had a day off from me.
The rest of the crews had to have a day off. Yeah.
All right, come on, carry on. What about Joe?
What we're
You're not
today?
going to introduce Joe, are we? Excuse me. We're not
I
going to
started
introduce
with Joe.
Started with Joe. You're not listening. Your ears are bad.
You didn't start off with Joe. I'm still waiting.
No, he
I started off
you
with the wonderful Joe.
Oh,
okay.
Exactly what he said.
Oh, dearie
did
me.
he?
There's my
Yeah, I did.
again.
Hang on.
Sure. I don't think he did.
I have to start again.
Hi, everybody.
We've already seen you, Joe.
The wonderful Joe.
There you go.
Hello, Joe.
Wonderful Joe. That's what you get for being cheeky. You get highlighted.
Right. I did a pop-up on Thursday last week because Brian's internet failed. And I said, anybody got any ideas? And Joe said she wanted a platter. So I had this plank, bits of peely, and it's, I don't know how big it is. It's about 10 inches, 10.5 inches, but it's not very wide. It's only 3.5 centimeters wide.
Oh, now see, you've just confused me. Hold on a minute. 3.5 centimeters is 3.5 centimeters is inch and 3/8. Inch and 3/8.
So the bit I cut off the rectangular plank, I've taken a piece off and glued it to the back.
Stuck it on.
So I shall use that as a tenon to avoid having to cut into the actual piece.
Well.
So, sorry, Pete, did you use hot glue?
No, I used standard Type Bond 2. I glued it yesterday. I thought I'd come up with a novel way of driving it.
Oh.
So I'm going to use this. Go over to this view. So basically, it's just my sanding disc, which I made, and there's a link in the description down below to the video where I made this. Which is actually Mike's fault, because Mike used a glue chuck on one of his videos, and I've been promising myself I'd make some for ages. I went out and bought some nuts to make some glue chucks, and had surplus, so I had to make this. So it's Mike's fault entirely, as everything is today, because Mark isn't here.
Mark's not in. He's away lifeboating, isn't he?
He's lifeboating today, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not doing it charity.
I'm not ignoring you, Pete. I keep dropping out, mate. It's my connection. I got the USB problem.
Brian's fault.
It's my fault this time, yeah. I get blamed for everything internet-wise.
Everything internet is Brian's fault. We did a speed test earlier while we were doing sort of setup, and Mike kept dropping out, and he said, "Oh, it's your end, not my end." So we both did a speed test. Mine's slow. Mike's was even slower.
Well, it wasn't that.
I think everybody's using the internet over the bank holiday. It's bank holiday in UK, guys, for those abroad.
Yeah. I've just done a speed test too, Pete. 16 megabits down and 5.7 up.
Well, I've only got 24 down, and I'm paying for 300. So,
yeah.
right.
Well,
so, That's the plan. The sanding disc will provide the friction to turn it, like so. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's not too far away.
What speed are you turning it up to?
It's
Dewey.
650 at the moment.
Dewey's shed is being really extravagant, guys. He's just bought himself a nice new record player BS 350 bandsaw from Yandles. Ooh.
Oh,
Well done, Dewey.
very nice. Right, so
Good
I
saw,
shall make this thing round whilst Joe, I believe, has been nominated yet again.
Yeah,
Tell us who's here.
Joe's doing the reading of the participants.
Yes, I am.
Whether
Welcome.
she likes it or not.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. So, today we have in the chat, we have Sibs repurposing, Cockrell wood turning,
Jump already.
Michelle Ousby, Brian Eltonera de Madeira, Ward Wilson, Terry Bartlett, Forking Owls, Amy D'Angelis, Greg Alexander, Paul Hoyt and the Greasby Turner, Steve Hill, Fred Gilliver, Todd at Glencoe Woodworks, Jennifer Crafton Creations, the Klondike Craftsman, Chris Dodds. We have Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Michael McEwen, Woodwork Learner, Benjamin is in.
Ben's in. Stand by your
Ben's in.
beds.
Oh, this is just turned into walnut.
Was it? So it has been changed. Look at that, just instantly.
Just
Amazing.
like that. John
So
McDonald.
you can't beat experience. From a man that's turned to 30 years can make sapele turn into walnut. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Amazing, isn't it?
Hmm.
I've actually got a lovely piece of walnut which I might try and turn the next time I get a live stream.
Okay.
I got some nice walnut here actually, which I don't know if we're going to be on as live or where I want to do a nice job of it.
Fair enough.
Just do it live, but do it over a couple of sessions.
Yeah, you can do that, but I'm not doing many more lives anyway because Terry will be back soon.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We'll see.
We will. We have Wivey Woodshed, Jewish Shed. Yes, I haven't finished yet, nearly.
Oh.
We've got Mark Harvey. Who started? Which one of you two has started?
That must be Mr. Walt. I wouldn't do
Wouldn't
such a
it be
thing.
nice? He's eating his sandwich.
Oh, is he?
Steve Fleming. We did. Was.
Was? Who?
It was.
He was eating a sandwich. Yeah, he had a sausage sandwich. Hello.
And I think that is it.
We've got 41 people watching.
If you've got any questions, just you start your sentence off with
And,
question marks or QQQ, just so that we can spot them.
Lewis wants to
That
know.
would be helpful.
He says, Pete, should we discuss with Mr. Walt how he is affecting our domestic lives?
Yes,
Maybe
I think we should. I think we should.
So the issue here, guys, is I'll try and lay a bit of an outline there. That we have some wonderful makers T-shirts, and if memory serves me, Mr. Walt's on the front of it. But the main issue is that, and if you haven't got one, you should be getting one because you're going to need it when we all go to Harrogate, because Harrogate Saturday is Makers T-shirt Day. Just so you all know.
And
But
was that Mr. Walt's idea?
No, it was my idea. So
Oh,
this is
okay.
so the next thing, the next part of the story about Pete and Lewis is the issue is that Pete's good lady and Lewis's good lady have commandeered the t-shirts and have taken to sleeping in them. So they're using them
And the
as night
problem with
dresses.
that is,
Mr. Walt's face is on the front, remember?
Yeah,
So-
it's enough to frighten
so-
small children.
So Lewis is
I turn
complaining.
over in bed and I get to see Mike's face.
It's just
I
a
tell
little
you
bit
what,
off-putting, maybe.
Can we stop this conversation right now, please?
Oh, the Yorkshire gets in.
Hey, afternoon,
Right.
Glenn. And good
And the
afternoon
good-
to everybody else.
The good news for everybody is I won't be at Harrogate, so you can enjoy yourselves.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not coming, Mike. No.
No, I'm ferrying the great
That's a shame.
unwashed to Bedford about.
No. I think you should have a sneaky day off. That's what I think.
Well, I might do. We'll see how it goes.
So
Well, we have to get together somewhere soon, Mike, because I think I owe you about 5 beers and you owe me about 5.
25, maybe.
Oh,
Mike's not known for putting his hand in his pocket like.
no,
I've heard.
Mike's
We only heard that.
actually not known.
I did hear that rumor, of course, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
only
put it
a
this
rumor.
way, the last time I appeared in public, my room bill was even shocking to me.
Oh dear.
Yes, I didn't
that's
know
why
I
you're
had that many
staying at home.
friends.
Yeah. Todd Glenn Cope says, will the internationally renowned colourist Mike be supervising any colour activities today? Oh, he will, certainly, if there is any. Now, who else is in the chat today?
We've got Benjamin, who says, I think Terry should be congratulated for single-handedly keeping the tourist industry in business the last few years.
Yeah, he's doing okay, I'll tell you what. His travel agent likes him. Oh, Fred Gulliver says, when is the Harrogate show taking place?
It's the 11th of November to the 13th
There you go.
of November.
I believe tickets have just gone on sale now, haven't they? Recently?
Recently, yeah, they're on sale at the moment, and they're not very expensive, only 10 quid, I think. And if memory serves, car parking is free too, isn't it?
It is.
So, trip to the Harrogate show is well worth the visit, guys. It's more about wood turning.
Yeah, but we're going to be there for the 3 days, so that's 30 quid.
Yeah,
It's
no,
going to be a
I
fraction
think
of the
for the-
barbell.
I think the whole weekend is it something like £18 or is
you can get a
is there a
weekend
deal or
and
something?
there will
Right.
be for 3 days, and I mean I'll get the old age pensioners discount too.
Does that include the £200 bar bill per night or not?
No. The nigger in the wood pile, of course, is the accommodation costs.
You can't say
Yeah, I
that,
can't.
right?
Yeah, I can. I just did.
The rub
Don't get me
about it all.
I wasn't
Okay, so I
referring
couldn't
to
decide then
anybody in
between
particular.
3 centimetres or 4 centimetres, so I've gone for 3.5.
Oh, Amy says she's not going to make it. It cost her about
Oh,
£4
Amy,
grand
we're
by the
looking
time
forward to
she
seeing
gets
you
there.
there.
Okay, Amy. Oh, I'm disappointed now. The Yorkshire girl says, 200 quid, Walt. You're a lightweight.
That's per night. That's without all the shots forced on you by Yorkshire Grit Incorporated.
I know. Shots are a bad thing. I don't care what anybody says.
No.
Robert from Hodgepodge just joined us. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Good afternoon,
How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen a video from you for a while, Robert. Are you?
I think he's
Or
just
have I?
been to.
You've
Where
been
did
busy, mate?
Martin go to?
SWAT?
I think so.
That's where Martin is. He's away at SWAT. I think that's still on, is it not? Oh no, it was last weekend.
I think it must be stated for the newer turner. If you've never turned sapele is not an easy
Horrible.
wood to get a good finish off the tool. And
No.
Pete's doing a pretty good job here. Sharp
It's a horrible
tools
timber to turn. It's
and 50 years experience would turn.
50, is that all?
Dear.
I was just looking at the ticket prices for the north of England. Would working sure. Powertel show. The
Oh,
tickets
so
actually, advanced tickets online are not till the 31st, so it'll be Wednesday,
all right. So
2 days
that's
time. So
No,
I
Wednesday.
can't see of any deals if there is any.
okay.
I
Okay.
might have been wrong there, I don't know, but we'll see.
So Robert says, Robert from Hodgepodge says he's been on vacation for 2 weeks and just got back from SWAT yesterday. How was
nice.
SWAT? Was it good?
Oh
Was
yeah,
it
of course
worth
he
the
was
effort?
there.
Was it worth the effort going?
I saw one of Cindy Droster's walk-arounds.
All right.
Yeah.
Paul Finley of Wood Turning at Home has just joined us. Good afternoon, Paul.
Hi,
Afternoon,
Paul.
Paul.
Welcome. Welcome.
Well, Robert says he
That's
put up a video yesterday. Well, maybe I've got the notification now. Jennifer's Crafting Creations. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jan.
Have we said hello to Dr. Bob?
Nope.
Hello,
Hi, Dr. Bob.
And welcome.
Oh, say, SWAT was pretty good. He says, not much effort for Robert. He says it's only 2.5 hours away. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Tim from TF Turning has just joined us. Hi, Tim.
Afternoon, Tim.
Lewis says, be nice about the north, or at least specific about what north. I'm very sensitive, he says. Yeah, so you are.
And it has to be said as well, Pete is not a fan of OGs here, Pete.
I hate OGs, but I just done
Yeah.
one. So, you know.
You haven't done OG, have you? Oh, you have,
Yeah.
kinda. Oh, dear.
Kinda. It's not finished yet.
They're
Well, no.
Rex B's in the chat. Afternoon, Rex.
Hi, Rex.
they're a shape that was really, really popular a few years back,
Yeah.
and so I cut a lot of them.
Oh.
And then I get bored with shapes. So at the moment, I hate them. Give it
All
another
right.
year, I'll love them again.
Yeah, but you'll fall back in again, yeah.
Right, so this middle bit I should
that's
be
called
taking out when I've got
fashions.
it in the coldrels later. But the idea is it's going to sit on that bead, slight OG up there, and I'll take the front down to platter shape. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yep.
Put a round on that rim though.
Oh, Robert says, I got a new tool list that Robust just came out with. A vacuum chuck, a 3/8 inch bidan, which will turn into a parting tool. Okay.
Mine did.
I think that's about it. Yeah, I have a bidan which is going to get reshaped into something.
Yeah.
And Lewis is saying Pete isn't planning a Platter launch to commemorate the rocket launch, is he?
Oh, is the rocket gone? Did it actually
No,
work?
it's not going yet. It's going.
Oh,
Is it today or tomorrow?
yeah, it was supposed to be about midday the day, was it not?
Yeah, I think it was today.
But it's today in American time, isn't it? Which might not be.
Yeah, but it was T minus
was yesterday
minus
then.
5 hours. No, it was T minus 5 hours at breakfast time this morning.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so it could be any time
Well, it
now.
says 1 o'clock.
Or 1 o'clock, was
So whichever 1 o'clock it's at. Where is it?
NASA.
What? Cape Canaveral?
Yeah, I think so.
Aren't they 4 or 5 hours behind us?
Yeah, I think they are. I think East Coast time, isn't it?
The launch is scheduled for 8:33 a.m. Eastern time, but in case of favourable weather or technical
Let me have a
glitches, the
look.
liftoff can be pushed back.
Well, they were having a little bit of trouble when they were filling it up this morning with isn't it hydrogen to fill it with? It was leaking hydrogen.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh, just great.
Not a good
So
sign.
so they had the Artemis launch, is that it?
It is.
Artemis, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's Artemis launched to the moon. It's going.
No, rocket's broken, Steve Hill is saying. Oh
Nope.
dear. Is it gone?
Oh no, that's a trailer.
Norman Greenwell's in the chat. Good afternoon, Norman.
Go away. No, not Norman. You're welcome, Norman. I was talking to my phone. Sorry, mate.
Woodwork learner is saying the launch is on hold due to engine problems.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
that just sums it up.
I'm just looking at it. Nope,
What's
still
your-
sitting on the launch pad, so we're not interested in that.
Well, he kind of does that until about 2 seconds before it's not.
Yeah. Dear.
Said Ted 11 minutes ago, NASA Artemis 1 launch countdown clock has been put on hold due to a malfunctioning RS-25 engine on Space Launch System. Oops. Oh, question from Rex. For me, Pete, Mike, Joe, question. Could I make a request about future turning? Saw Jack Mac turning do a bowl with U-wood that is unusual. Unusual. Turning a bowl with you. It's unusual.
No, it's not.
What do you
I've
want
done
somebody
that
to
before.
turn a bowl out of you? I can turn a bowl out of you, no problem. I've got a couple of nice big pieces of you. I'll do that. Not a problem, Rex. I may do a live edge bowl out of you.
For insurance purposes, if you turn a bowl out of you, you've got to say this is not for food use.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a decorative bowl only.
Decorative bowl only.
But
Although,
you could coat it with resin.
Well, you
No, you
could
couldn't.
plastic stuff. No,
No,
you
you
couldn't.
do not be silly.
You-
You fell into that trap yourself. You know what resin does to you.
Yeah. Funny enough, I freed up one of my glue blocks today because about 2 months ago I hot glued one of my resin blanks onto it, and I was looking. I thought, sure, I got 4 of these glue blocks, and there it was, glued. So I took it off, and I had a few streamers, and I thought, yeah, I really don't like resin at all.
I gotta be honest.
Go
Personally,
on. For once
I
in
got
your
no
life,
problem with
be
using
honest.
you as a fruit bowl
Yeah, me neither.
because
No, I agree.
wet food is different. Wet food will extract stuff out of the wood.
Yeah.
But a decent coat of wax, the toxins in you probably won't get into your fruit.
I wouldn't
There's
think so.
somebody I know has been drinking out of a U tankard. I mean, why you'd want to do that, I don't know, but he has been for years. And, you know, both of
So
his
some
heads
people,
both say there's nothing wrong with it.
some people just want to be
Um,
different there.
is red wine is the particular problem that was identified.
Yeah, but I think red wine is a problem for any wood, isn't it? Because of the acid and the tannins in it.
Yeah.
It just sort of ruins.
Yep.
But some people say that if you use it for long enough, that it creates a barrier in itself, which I'm not too sure about. But I tend to drink out of glass. Funny enough, I don't know why.
Yeah, I drink out of a glass too, or a
Yeah.
tin usually.
Yeah.
Depending on the mood. Spindle's workshop has joined us. I don't
Oh,
know
it's Spindle's.
Spindle's name, by the way. So
Good
It's Spindle.
afternoon.
it's Spindle. It's a strange name, Spindle.
It is.
Now the chat has jumped for me, but somebody was saying, Pete, you I can't remember who it is now. I'm trying to find it. You sound a bit rough, mate.
Oh, he is
Wishing
about
for a
Yeah, I am
speedy
rough.
recovery.
He's a rough old bit of stuff anyway.
I went
Let's be honest.
on a holiday with the grandchildren, well, the children and the grandchildren, last weekend. And we went to a holiday camp where there was 17 billion other children. And
That
children
wasn't a
are,
very
as you
clever
all
idea,
know,
Pete.
are germ factories. So I'm feeling a bit rough this week.
You should know better, Pete. You really should. Keep away from children. That's what it
I
says in
know.
all them bottles. Absolutely. Keep away from children. Brent Breecroft's in. He says, good morning. I've just popped in for a moment to say hello. Hello, Brent.
Hi, Brent.
And
And
Lewis
Malcolm
says,
Douglas is in.
Lewis points out the obvious a little bit here. He says, red wine can cause lots of problems. Only if you drink too much of it.
Yeah,
Joe.
this
I
is true.
mean, Terry.
I drink more rosé wine than red wine.
Rosé, yeah, rosé.
Red wine is the
I'm
wine
not
I
go-
prefer in the winter. White I prefer in the summer.
Yeah.
White is more
I
refreshing.
prefer
I think.
I prefer neither, to be honest.
It's all right.
But,
We'll drink it for you,
Just
Brian.
Yeah.
gives me a terrible, terrible sore head
I'm with you, Pete.
in the morning.
Brian, whatever your name is.
Oh yeah, okay.
that bloke. The PD is an interesting timber. The dust in it is horrible. It's very fine.
Yep.
And it gets into the grain.
It does.
Give it a bit.
Would that be a
bit of
case for
brush off,
meths then,
really good.
Pete?
It could be a
Methyl
case of
spirits
meths.
is a good job, yeah. Usually. Benjamin says, I think all children should have to roll about in those big plastic inflatable ball things, Zorbs,
Yeah, I think they should.
to keep the germs in. That'd make interesting playtimes in schools.
Wouldn't it just?
And Malcolm
Sophie's
Douglas
watching
says,
today, but Sophie's coming to stay with us at the end of the week, so
Ooh,
I can give her back her germs.
yep,
You can.
exactly. Malcolm Douglas says, are you on tonight, Brian? Malcolm, the answer to that is no, because my internet is still not fixed.
I'm not sure if Lewis is out tonight. I know he was working on a 2-part video, so it might not be on tonight.
Hmm.
Don't know.
Unfortunately not, guys, I'm sorry.
That's looking nice, Brian. Pete, can you give us an end view just to see the
Yeah,
You'll start camp.
the grey the grain starting to pop a little bit?
he's starting.
That looks really nice, that grain, doesn't it?
There's Superior's nice wood.
Yeah, this is after brushing it off. There's still dust in it, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will. I mean, it will finish nicely. It will.
it does finish
Yeah,
nice.
lovely.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
You get a lot of chatoyance in it, don't you?
Oh. Oh, Hugh is Louis, is it? Or wouldn't be
Spindles,
nice.
yes.
It says Spindle's Workshop says it's Louis. Ah.
William Rose Creates has just arrived. Good afternoon,
Hi, William.
everyone, and
Hi,
welcome.
William.
As I said, this middle bit I should do
That
the
reminds
gold
me.
doors. So we're
Yeah.
only working on the outside at the moment.
Benjamin says Sapele also smells really nice, very fruity.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
found
it's
the
good.
reason for my internet being a bit iffy. It's been so
Oh, no.
long since I've actually used it. I went chased the lead to the back of the computer, and it was sort of not in properly.
just hanging in
Oh.
there, no more.
Well, yeah. A little story, a little aside, just to make people think when they believe that they're really stupid doing things. My wife, God love her, years ago, for her birthday, she wanted me to buy her one of these little digital cameras, a pink one, right? You know, little tiny ones. So
Yeah.
I did, and a couple of days I was at work and I got a text. I can't charge the camera up. I said, okay, leave it, and I'll have a look when I get home. And she replied in another text saying, but it's been on for the last 6 hours and it's just not charging. I said, oh, I'll check it when I get home. So I got home and I went on to where it was charged. And you know, the bottom of most cameras, you have a little hole with a screw thread to put on to
Yes, you
a
do.
tripod.
Yep.
Well, she had the charger connected to the mains and
Mm.
loosely, you know what I got to say, loosely had the end of the charger lead sort of resting in the hole for the camera,
Lovely.
for the tripod. And I thought,
That's
right,
that's going to work.
that's going to work. So I said, it doesn't go
Brilliant.
in there, it goes in here. So there's hope for
God,
me
I
yet.
can't believe you told that. So Benjamin says he's got loads of sapelli, but it's a really awkward size, inch by 2 inch.
Very
see
thin
a lot of,
platter, Ben.
Yeah, very, very thin platter, or inch by 2 inch. He needs a whole lot of glue. That's what you need. Perfect for segmented work, man.
Hands that feel pity
I
can
know.
be soft as your face. With light brown
No warning, eh?
sugar gritty.
That was very
Great.
nice, Joe. Thank you
Straight in
very
there,
much for
Joe.
that.
There's
No
no point
warning.
warning you. There's no
No
point
warning
warning
for the
you.
guys.
You don't need a warning. As soon as that label gets shown to the camera, you know it's coming.
Yep. That's
And
true.
the best bit is when Joe's working and she's in the workshop with Glenn, making out grit. She's got one of us on in the
So-
background.
So I'm really
We know
confused now.
as
'cause-
soon as we show that, Glenn gets treated to the verse.
Yeah. So Amy has said that William Rose Creates, his name is Alan. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Just
confused now.
spotted that.
William is called Alan.
It's a
I'm
bit like
confused by
Bailey
that.
Woodworks, who's in the chat now. It's called
It's
Chris.
Chris. Oh, but it's Chris Bailey, I take it. Maybe not. Maybe that's wrong too. I don't know.
It's a bit like that Mike Walton. His name's Welsh Idiot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Hugh's having to leave.
Hi,
See
Hugh.
you.
Yeah.
Catch the rest later, Joe. I'm not leaving because you were singing.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
believe that,
believe you,
Hugh.
Hugh.
I
Us
think your ears are
Welshmen
sore. You've
mustn't
had to go
lie.
and syringe them or something.
Mustn't lie in public.
They're not going to be as sore as your ears, though, are they?
Boxed. They could be boxed.
Speed up a little bit.
I just wanted to point out something that's in the description to the good folks. If any of you good folks, particularly in the UK, it doesn't really affect our foreign visitors or our overseas visitors. Just want to point out that Pete has a link there to Woodturners, www.woodturners.uk, which is a website hosting. If anybody needs a website to try and sell their wares a bit, get on that link and have a word with Pete.
Yeah, it's hosting that. I set it up really because the crew that do the earworming and a couple of other people were interested in having a website and wanted to share the cost out between us. So I set it up so that we can share the costs, keeps the price down. I look after it. That is the only drawback. Because it's got a lifetime guarantee. Once you're up to it, it's a lifetime guarantee, but it's my lifetime. You know, if I'm not
Pete's
here,
lifetime. Nobody's going to be looking after it, but Pete's going to be here for a while yet, guys.
it's not run by a corporation. It's run just by me. But if you go to that link, it's all explained there.
So Alan has just explained why it's called William Rose Creates. It's his kids' middle names. Just it's all very confusing for the rest of us, though. I'm afraid, but never mind.
And Ben Jamin says the space launch has been cancelled again. Interference from Joe singing.
Oh no, I can't believe that, Ben. But it's probably true.
Ben, what did I do to you to deserve such?
You sung, dear. Simple as that. You sung.
Yes.
Suddenly I'm sitting in my workshop, in my office, and I've got 2 tape measures. How did that happen?
2?
Well, you brought 1 in, then you brought the other in.
Yeah, well done, Joe. See, it's not rocket science, is it? Hey,
I have this terrible habit of picking them up and attaching them to my pocket.
I keep one on my desk in the house at all times. I have 5 or 6 in the workshop scattered around.
That me too. I've got 1 on the bandsaw, 1 on the lathe, held by magnets. I have to tell you.
And every now and then I have to go and reposition them all because all 6 of them will end up on my desk.
Wood turning by Barry.
Measure some like you go in and order a bit of timber or whatever, put the tape down, go back outside without it, pick up another one.
Correct. I do it all the time. Michelle says that one of the tape measures is hers. That could be true.
Barry's Wood Creations is in. He's saying, hi everyone, just popped in to say hi. Can't
Hi,
stay
Barry.
long. Grandchildren are here.
Oh no. Look what we'll take note what happened to Pete. He's feeling poorly because he had the grandchildren. Oh. You gotta watch germ factories.
Yeah.
Bruce says
be
that
careful
tape
with
measures and pencils have legs, apparently. They certainly have a habit of disappearing, that's for sure.
Oh, you mentioned wood turning by Barry's in as well. Oh, buff
It's
tip.
going to be one of my lives soon. I'm going to make a new pencil pot.
Somebody got radio on.
Got space launch on
Yep.
there.
It's not me.
It's me. I've just turned it up to hear them saying that the launch has been scrubbed.
Has it? Scrubbed completely?
Yep.
Well,
Well,
hydrogen leaking out. Probably
for
a bad
today
thing.
anyway. Yeah,
Probably a
it's
bad
a
thing.
seriously bad thing. Yeah, it's only just a little
Wesley,
bit explosive.
Wesley
Hi,
Anna's
Wesley.
in.
Hi, Wesley.
Afternoon, Wesley.
Yeah, because I
I've been-
built my
I-
extension. I need a new pencil pot to go out there because I've got
Do you?
5 in the workshop, which I keep stocked with pencils. So I can usually find a pencil when I need one. Plus, I have the Ruby Clear Magic pencil magnet, which means I've got a pencil there stuck to my headstock.
It's okay for you. Ruby gave you them. I had to buy my own.
Yeah, well, I didn't get given it. I swapped it with Jaffa Cakes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ruby is in Paris at the moment. She's been demoing there. She's flying over tomorrow, and
That's right. Yep.
we'll get her company for an hour or so before she goes on her UK travels
Cool.
tomorrow afternoon. So I'm looking forward to that.
Benjamin's suggesting I can entertain myself by seeing how far you could extend the tape before it actually buckles.
Yes, that's a fun hobby.
Oh, so this one's now at 38 inches, Ben. Up 39 inches, Ben. And that's as far as it'll go. And that's only a little old Stanley one. It's not one of the big fat Max ones that seem to go on for miles. Wesley
Now, when
Hannah
you're
says
doing construction work, how come no matter what size of thing you're building, the tape will stay straight until 2 inches from where you need it to hook on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the way of the world, isn't it?
One of life's little mysteries.
Yep.
And
Okay, so that's pretty shiny.
I'll tell you what,
that's
that is a lovely bit of sapele, actually.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not
It's
normally
actually
quite. Excuse me, Brian, I haven't finished yet. Do you have to talk
hurry
over
up.
me?
Oh, hurry
Good
up.
grief. No,
Goodness
carry on.
sake,
I'm upset now. I'm going to mute. That's
Oh,
it.
good.
Finished.
Yay! What at last.
oh my goodness.
You're absolutely right,
good.
though, Mike. There's lots of figure in that piece of wood, which is unusual.
Certainly is.
Amy of the DeAngelis says, my youngest Olivia turns 8 on Saturday. And then Sunday is Father's Day in Australia.
Happy birthday, Olivia.
Happy
Right,
birthday,
so for those who weren't at the beginning, that was entirely driven by my sanding disc.
Wow.
I made on a live ages ago, and the link to that is down in the description below.
That's actually a very good idea.
It is.
I don't know if I've done it before or not. I might have done. But
just
it occurred to me when I was figuring out how to mount this that I wanted it to be held flat, so that was a good way of doing it.
So Alan from William Rose Creates is going to have to get back to work, he says. He's making some curved beading for his buddy. Have a good bank holiday, everyone. Bye, Alan.
Take care.
Cheers, Al. Thanks for coming.
I'll need to try and remember that's Alan. That's
you're not
that's the name that's attached to that account now. Yeah, would tell him Barry says, Peter, is that an SK114 by any chance?
No, this one isn't, because I wasn't expecting Brian in, because I thought he was going to be fencing.
Looks like a piece of sapele to me, actually, Barry.
I think the chuck was
It's a super precision. Oh,
Do you know,
Precision.
I know I'm going on about this, sapele. I haven't seen a piece of sapele with such wavy grain.
Yep.
That's a
No, they're
lovely
vibrant.
piece. I'll
it
take
is
take.
nice.
Yeah.
It's the end of a plank that came from a cabinet maker.
Hmm.
So it had the paint on it, so I know it's the end of the plank.
Hmm.
Oh, all right, okay.
Excuse me. But yeah, it's really quite wavy
It
there.
is, huh?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very, I would say,
It's usually,
unusual for sapele. Makes me doubt
Shoot.
it's sapele, actually.
it's usually very straight grain, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So Hodgepodge is complaining that he's just turned 39 and he says, I'm getting too old.
Hmm.
Jeez, I'm nearly twice your age, Helen.
No chance for me then, is it, boys?
No, you are twice his age.
Yeah, I am actually. No, not quite.
No, not quite.
Only
Close
give him
enough.
8
nearly.
years.
That's
Nearly,
crucial.
yeah.
Okay, so all I've done there is a pencil mark. My detail at the back goes to that line. So I'm just going to match that-ish.
Are we having a bead on this platter?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh.
Well, decide.
I'll decide in a minute.
For goodness
No.
sake, man, make a decision, would you? I mean,
Stop bullying him, you two.
no. Have
Of
you heard
course
him when I'm turning? Have you heard Pete at me when I'm turning? Have you?
Yep.
Oh,
He asked
yes.
you nicely.
No, we didn't.
You sure it doesn't need a mortise on here so you can finish the bottom first? Tell you what, boys, it's very warm over here today. There's very little breeze.
It's been raining a lot this morning. It's fed up now here.
Michelle has just come into the office to retrieve her measuring tape. She clicked her fingers at me and pointed at the tape measure. Oops. So I'm in trouble again. Do I have a badge? No, I don't have a badge.
You're in
Why would
trouble
I
again,
need a
Brian.
badge? Yeah, again. I'm like a good goat. I'm either coming out of trouble or going into it. Lou says, good idea, Brian. Do you have a badge? A badge for what? A badge?
No, you can't have a badge because the AWDB doesn't work in Northern Ireland.
Apparently not, no.
So there are people trying to address the problem since Brian's highlighted it, but
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, I think there was something mentioned on the live the other day when I made my little statement about the AWGB. I may have upset somebody, I don't know. I didn't mean to upset anybody. I was just stating
no,
a
you don't
fact.
upset anybody. It's just
Of course you did.
Mike, that's terrible. Mark Harvey's just realised he lives in a different reality to everyone else on this planet.
Well,
I have to ask the question, that begs the question, why so, Mark? Lewis says, did Michelle bring you a snack? Yeah. A snack spelled S-L-A-P. Just liable to get denozoed.
so what do you reckon, Joe? Is that edge thin enough?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Benjamin says, just looking at that piece of sapele, and I would think it would look good with gold embellishing wax. It would be very subtle, but I think it would add to the chatoyance. That's how you spell shit. I used to think that's how you spell it.
You know what? I think you're right.
And Wesley has just said, Brian, did she bring me more spuds to peel? No, that's only when I'm covering for Nicky that I get kitchen duties. Veg preparation duties. The next thing Michelle's going to bring me is a kind look.
I think Ben's right, actually, with the embellishing wax.
I've
I think
actually
he is
got.
too. I think it's a good idea.
Embellishing wax is about the maximum in the colour spectrum that I have ever gone with enjoyment.
This is true. I don't particularly like it because I can't use it that well.
I've
I
actually got
always seem to
peel
use
cream
too
from,
much.
Chestnut,
But
which I haven't used yet.
oh well, now's a perfect opportunity.
Might be a good time to use it. Yeah.
What colours have you got?
Can we change the camera, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please. There you go.
That's mucho better.
Right. So I'm just hacking away some wood here.
That suddenly has turned into my favourite cut.
The great thing about doing that, isn't it? It gives you bevel support at the back when you start your cut as well.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing you've got to watch is you don't catch the wing.
Yes.
But it's a fairly easy cut to master in no time at all.
Yeah. There's not much to it, really, is there?
Nope. And there's no moving your feet. All you're doing is kind of rotating your hips. It's perfect.
Yep.
Oh, look. Hold on a minute. Mark the gentle wood turner says, hi, everyone. Can't hear what's going on. Too much noise from the band. But the doom bar's on top. Please tell Pete. Pete, the doom bar's on top. Draft doom bar.
I actually had 2 bottles of Doom Bar, and I don't drink beer, the other night, and it's very nice. Very nice.
Goes down easily, doesn't it?
And Lewis the Klondike Craftsman says, Mark, you're a lush. This is true, of course. He'll not know because he can't hear apparently, so you can say whatever we like about Mark today.
Well, we do anyway, whether he can hear or not. So there's no change there, Brian.
Mark Harvey's just explained about his other universe theory. He says, it's just me trying to grip reality. Nothing sinister. Yeah, that's what they all say, Mark.
Joe, did you do English lit at school?
English lit?
I did.
I've got a question for you then. To bead or not to bead? That is a question.
To bead or not to bead? Well,
To bead.
I put a bead there.
Oh, yeah, I think it needs a bead.
We'll just go into a dish.
To bead.
Say a bead,
You
Joe.
want a bead?
Joe's platter, so.
Forsooth, do I put a bead on this platter? I know not. I know us not. Can you tell me whether a bead should be on this platter, my liege?
Excuse me.
Oh, God. He's turned into King Lear. Why, you would says, good afternoon, Mark. I'm just saying that, so is Mark here. Todd from Grindcove says, any product that has Doom in the title sounds a bit suspect. You could be right. You could be right, Todd.
Tipsy Turner is in.
Tipsy Turner?
Yeah, Benjamin saying it needs a shadow line, I think. Either a bead or a step.
No, definitely needs a bead.
Yeah.
I have a bit of fascination. I have a bit of a fascination for beads on platters now.
Ever since you went to see Mr. Lucas, I should think.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right.
That's a bit bigger bead though, Pete.
It is kind of larger. We'll refine it as we go, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, 60's in. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Chris Dodd says, Mark, cider yesterday, beer today. What are you drinking tomorrow? And we're still in what was supposed to be dry August.
Oh, that's gone for a burn, hasn't it?
Yeah, on day 3 in August.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the baler way down my lane. The field at the back of my house, it's not my field, by the way. The grass got cut 2 days ago. And I've just seen the big automatic bale wrapping machine go down my lane.
You don't miss anything.
Not much. There's 52 people watching, Pete.
Blimey.
Yeah,
What
blimey.
how many years today with bank holiday? And all?
Blimey, O'Reilly.
Blimey, O'Reilly. The other thing was
Door
completely
6.
horribly messy.
Did door 60 just come in there? It did. I do.
Yes. Were you listening to me?
Oh, did you? Oh, no. Sorry, Joe. I have a condition. It's selective hearing when women are talking. It serves me well so far. Okay. I just heard Michelle laughing from the sit room there. Oh dear. Mark Harvey says, I see reality slipped again. I just experienced the 16th century, or was it Mike reciting Shakespeare? No, it was the 16th century, Mark. You just fell straight into it. Lewis the Klondike Craftsman says, what is a bank holiday? There seems to be a whole lot of them. Yeah, there is in the UK. Because the banks worked so hard, they needed time off.
I don't know why they're called bank holiday. Because
Yeah, the banks are closed.
guessing it had something to do with banks once upon a time, but just a public holiday.
It is a public holiday. Yeah. There's 2 in August, isn't there? One at the beginning of the month, one at the end of the month.
And
No,
now that I'm resting officially today, I get a loo day for today as well.
Oh, you do not?
I do.
A day off in lieu of having a day off? How does that work? You know, that's just ridiculousness.
A bank holiday is a day from work. So if you're actually effectively on holiday for the bank holiday,
you get a day in lieu.
You get a day in lieu.
That's a joke.
It certainly is. I'm not complaining, but it is a
No,
joke.
I'm sure you're not. It's a bit that sounds like union.
Us pensioners don't get bank holidays, do we?
No, which is every day's a bank holiday. People.
This pensioner does.
Yeah, that's true. Because you're still working. You're not really a pensioner.
No,
you're not a true pensioner.
I'm
you're a pseudo pensioner. Yeah, exactly.
And long may it continue.
Yeah, absolutely.
In England,
If you want to work, you work.
The August bank holiday being the most summary one that we have. You all go out in your cars and you form an orderly queue on the motorway.
Yep.
And you sit there for days and days.
That's it.
And that's motorcyclists, enthusiasts.
And it seems to be the.
And we scream through the traffic. All the station traffic full of screaming kids and everything else. And we scream through the traffic laughing at everybody.
Yeah. Whilst busily trying to avoid the caravans.
Oh, yeah, they can be a problem.
That's why I tend to keep my eye in the wing mirror, and then as soon as you get close enough, I open the door.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times.
I bet it has.
Lewis is going to a wedding in Quebec this weekend.
Oh,
He's trying to get a river table finished.
That was just for speed.
Okay. Lewis, this river table, is this the 2-part video that we're getting? And are we getting it tonight or not? Oh, look! Terry, the terrible turner, has made an appearance. Hi, Terry.
Good afternoon, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
All the way from France.
Disneyland.
Actually, Terry has sent me a private message asking if he could be called Terry Hit Me Ankle now.
I have to ask Terry the question. How was Disneyland, Terry?
Have you been kicked out yet?
Yeah. Have you been expelled? Oh, Lewis has explained it's a 1-part video, but it's a 2-week project. Oh, okay. So have you got a video tonight or not? That was the question. Same we're on the Shakespearean theme.
Out of interest, Pete, does Glenn power sand?
Yes.
He does, yeah.
Yes.
Not an Ursa. He never uses an Ursa. Or
No, I
does he?
never say never. He does occasionally, yep.
All right, okay.
But he power sands mostly just basically for speed.
Yeah.
He's a production tunnel.
I was fine with power sanding, I must be honest. I mean, I do like the inertia on the outside of a bowl, but when you get the inside, it's very difficult to get scratch free in the centre where it's turning very slow. You just sort of kiss it, don't you? You know.
Yep. It dies
Yeah,
in
in
the
this
middle.
particular case, because I've got them for a platter, so I've got a flat base.
Yeah.
I've got no curve to kick the inertia sander off from.
No.
Get that middle bit.
No.
So power sanding works better for this one.
Yeah. I use it on bowls anyway. You know.
Yeah, I do know.
Inside.
On the inside, it's.
Oh, you do as well, Brian. I shall stop doing it.
It's by far and away the most efficient way to sand a bowl, the inside.
I shall stop doing it now.
If you, yeah, good idea. Go back to being.
Klondike Classman says they are keeping Terry as a Disney exclusive attraction.
Paris Disneyland just managed to get away from 300,000 people to catch the end. So he was actually in Disneyland. So he's in hiding somewhere now.
Tried earlier, but failed.
So there's too many. There's too many. Sorry, Joe.
No, it's me interrupting you. Carry on.
He says there's far too many people to name. There's 56 watching. So he says hello to everybody. Chris Dodd says, "Good day, Terry," from one of the nameless.
Show it now. Got a nice little shape to my brain here. It's not rather pretty.
It is.
Lovely.
Can I be super critical?
Yes.
Yep.
There seems to be on the base of the bead a little tool mark.
There is.
Right. Okay. It's all right. I wasn't being. I mean, I get them.
Yes,
more
you.
Than you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you will.
I'm never critical in public.
Well, this is true.
Often.
That'll be my
Michelle
phone ringing.
Ravenscroft. Thought we'd better say hello too. Looking good.
Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
That'll be little Sophie in as well.
Michelle says, "Thought we better say hello too. Looks good, Dad.
Yeah.
Grandad."
Sophie, you gonna come play Wednesday night or Thursday morning?
Benjamin says, "I've been meaning to try Glenn's tip on sanding the torn grain areas of a bowl while stationary, then doing the rest with the lathe on. The problem is my cuts are too good. No torn grain."
Ooh, very good, Ben.
Yeah,
excellent.
Nice one, Ben.
He does actually. If you say you've got one bad piece, Glenn does say just do it when they're stationary. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful of that in some woods, though, because you can easily overdo it.
Get a dip.
Yeah. Particularly in soft woods, and anything is a bit punky.
Yeah, I found that actually when I did that 36-inch platter, was it? There was a big punky area on that spalted beach, and I did it by hand. And as you say, you have to be very careful. But it did work. It did work.
Good job.
I did one. It was a club thing, and they wanted a wide brim. So I did a 20-inch platter, which you could just about fit an apple in the middle bit. The rest was flat.
Wow.
And to sand that, I used an 8-inch sanding disc, just to keep it flat all the way.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve a flat area, then the bigger the sanding disc, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I've actually
Terry-
I've used an orbital before now.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that either.
On the top, yeah.
And Terry says he's still in the hotel in Disneyland, so he can still hear the crowds of people. Too many people for my liking. I can't handle it.
Sounds lovely to me, Terry. I'm glad you're where you are and I'm where I am, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I can't even be bothered with the crowds at Christmas shopping time.
No, me neither.
Oh yeah, it gets crazy.
No, just I don't like crowds. I couldn't live in London. Definitely not.
No.
Michelle says, depends if Grandad wants a lie-in. Midnight feasts lead to later mornings.
Oh yeah.
Terry says he's left all his tribe still doing the thing, doesn't he? So Terry's he's headed for sanctuary in the hotel. Good man, Terry. Sanctuary.
Sophie, do you like pina coladas?
Pina coladas.
Pina coladas.
Midnight pina coladas lead to very late mornings. I've heard.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've never been that
so
bad, but I've actually peed in my colada before.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Lewis says, my dog just decided to take a nap in the shavings around the lathe. Good, I didn't sweep up.
Good dog. Good dog.
Is it a small dog then?
No, it isn't, is it?
No, he's quite a big dog.
That's what I mean. I mean, you're not going to miss him in the shavings, are you, Lewis? Come on, be honest. Where's the dog gone? I don't know.
It was what Lana says. I hate crowds too. The mess they're leaving the treads of my mobility scooter. Terry will be in the same boat as you then.
Oh, and Glyn has just said margaritas are where it's at. LOL.
Well, apparently these days it is anyway, Glyn.
I've never had a margarita and I don't intend to start.
You are not missing much, trust me.
No.
I don't think I've had one.
No way. Not having another.
So Michelle Ravenscroft said, "And getting caught in the rain?" ?
Yeah.
Is that must be a significance there? I think.
There's a song. Do you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain?
Oh, Shanna. Oh, yeah.
I've said it before, and I got to say it again. I have never seen a piece of sapele that looks so pretty.
That's because you haven't watched me cut it before, mate.
You sure it's not? You sure it's not walnut?
Well, it is walnut because Ben's here, so.
All right, okay.
It has to be walnut, Ben's in.
Maybe that's why I said it, but never mind.
Lewis's dog's a German short hair, but it's all black, so she's visible. And amongst the white shavings, yeah.
Beautiful dog.
Chris Dodd said he could live anywhere except the Antarctic. Too many penguins.
Yeah, there are quite a few of them.
That's why I couldn't live in France. There's too many
dogs. It's okay, I'll say it. I'm not a bit PC.
Oh dear.
This whole PC thing has gone completely out of the window. It's
I can't wait for the sanding sealer to go on there after the meths.
Yeah,
it's going to be a bit of a stunning bowl.
Oh, look at that.
That is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
I want to know where you got that piece of wood.
Yeah, off a plank.
Yeah, it's just there.
It was like Glyn.
Somebody to see it. I was waiting to say something out of a tree there. I was waiting for it.
Eric Sykes. Okay.
Just an offcut from a cabinet maker. It was the last 14 or so inches of the plank.
Ben says it's going to look even better with the embellishing wax. Although I don't want to be blamed if it ruins it. That's
I don't
Mark's
think it
job.
needs it, actually, Ben. I must be honest with you.
He's going
Oh,
to get
I
it.
don't, I think it's got to get it anyway.
He's going to get guilt cream because I've never used it before.
There you go.
No, we
Wesley
can
Hannah
compare
says
it.
my dog is Wesley Hannah says my dog is partly schnauzer. Definitely has piles of shavings bigger than her. Yeah, my dogs are schnauzers. 2 of them. Daft little brutes.
Lovely little.
Yeah, well, you can get a sort of a small, medium, and large, can't you, in the schnauzers?
You can, aye.
Yeah, me
No,
mum and dad had a
miniature,
medium.
miniature. They're called miniature, standard, and giant. To be truthful,
Yeah,
I have
Bit like
miniature.
poodles then.
yeah,
Less than 12 inches at the shoulder. It makes it a miniature.
right.
Standard is anything between 12 and 18 inches, and giants above that. Aren't they?
I have not seen a giant schnauzer.
Oh, they're beautiful dogs. And
They've
the good
got a
thing about
quiet
them is that
arrogance about their stance, haven't they, schnauzers?
they have. Yep. And they don't shed any hair, which is
No.
the best thing. The Yorkshire Grit says he's watching you, Walt.
Really?
Oh,
Well, you've
he's
got
got his
CCTV in my
he's-
workshop,
he's got
piping
his
through to
beady
yours.
eye on.
I
He's got
tell you
his
what,
beady eye on you, boy.
guess what I got to say about this wood?
It's lovely.
Absolutely stunning.
It is.
Benjamin says schnauzers are great. They look like old men. Yeah, they do. Because
Oh,
people leave them
God.
with a beard. Oh,
Okay,
no.
lads. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four hands that.
Steady. You're nearly singing there.
Nah.
You know about Welsh people and singing. It's not true what they say. They can't all sing.
We can all sing, mate, but some of us can't sing in tune.
This is true.
That's where they get big choirs so you can hide the ones that aren't in tune.
Exactly, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, usual thing, Yorkshire Grit. Turn the speed down. So,
bit more enthusiasm there, Pete. You sounded like Mark the Gentleman would Turner there.
That's good for 439 RPM, exactly.
Hands up, your pity can be soft as your face. With
Mute
light brown
Yorkshire Gritty.
It's time to mute the microphone.
Too late. Too late. Wesley Hannah says, not partly, not a recognised breed, but minis with some different colourings and tend to be a bit smaller than miniatures. Okay, Wesley. There's a whole fashion these days for mongrels, like cockerpoos.
Yeah.
Labradoodles.
Labradoodles.
Yeah, I know they're all just mongrels. Yeah, they're all just mongrels, basically, a mix of 2 breeds.
And Rotsations. Have you ever seen a Rotsation?
A Rotsation? No.
A
Rottweiler and Alsatian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roy's the boy is in.
Hello,
Hi, Roy. Welcome along, buddy.
It's actually a very sensible thing to do because they've been bred for so long to keep the breeds pure. They've introduced problems. So
yeah,
this selective mongrelization
is a good thing.
Is a sensible way out of that problem.
I think so.
Well, Terry says, do you think I may have got back too early? Cheers, Terry. I know exactly what you meant by that.
Oh, I get it now, yeah.
Yeah.
Your ear's sore, buddy? Oh, shame. Hodgepodge says a bulldog and a shih tzu. Bulldog and a shih tzu.
Yeah.
If you get Rose one of those, is that a little shit?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to put embellishing wax on.
I am.
Yes. Yes. I put the proper wax on.
Of course, yeah, you're the Yorkshire Grit, yeah.
Yeah, this is only grit.
Yorkshire Grit.
What do you mean you put the ordinary wax on first? You do not.
Hey, you can if you want. But he's using, what do you call it? It's not just a wax he's using.
No, what I'm saying is that when you put the embellishing wax on, you
Yes.
put that on first after you've done your preparation. Well, I was thought you do to get it in the grain.
Well,
Why?
yeah, but I'm just using Yorkshire grit at the moment. If I use that after the embellishing wax, it'll take the embellishing wax off, wouldn't it?
No, what I'm saying, no. I thought Brian meant you put the embellishing wax on after you put wax on.
You can.
Yeah, I know you can, but what's the point? Because the blinking, I nearly said bloody then.
Oh, you did now.
The blinking embellishing wax is a wax.
Yes, I
And then
know.
you could, yeah. Well, why put wax on? Why? I'm just asking
Well,
the
because
reason.
it's
Yes, you
it's a
can.
coloured wax, and it may overpower the piece, maybe too much. Depends how subtle you want to be with the embellishing wax.
Yeah. Are you saying I'm as subtle as a brick then? Is that what you're trying to say?
Probably, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or a horseshoe through your window.
You know, that Yorkshire grit is just as good. Yeah, I would think it's a finish myself. It's so good.
It's, well, it's
With Sapili
it's
being Sapili, it's hard to tell when the Yorkshire grit's off because
Yeah, he's oily.
the red dust just doesn't give up.
Lewis says the light reflecting off that is making the video flicker. And Roy the boy says, my sister-in-law has a cockapoo and it's the most loving dog I've ever known. When it sees you in the house, it just jumps up and gives you a cuddle. They are
a bit like Brian then. Brian's a bit of a mongrel and he's very loving for a person.
Like me, I'm a very huggy kind of person. Yeah.
I can imagine.
The usual thing with Yorkshire grit, speeds it up over 1,000 now. Just to
my good friend Ward Wilson,
or into it.
Maybe I should say my ex-friend Ward Wilson says, Mike, Brian knows a bit about putting too much embellishing wax on. I do actually.
Yeah,
and also,
I did try a piece with black embellishing wax and it turned the whole thing black.
Yeah, and don't put black embellishing wax on your beard because it stings.
Yeah, I know. We've noticed that.
Yeah.
I witnessed that.
Todd of Glengoyne Woodworks has said, a neighbour of mine, that is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Any form of wax apart from an ordinary wax on there is going to ruin it. Right, okay.
This is the chestnut gilt cream.
Gilt cream. See, that's not an embellishing wax.
No, I know. That's why it's called gilt cream, Brian.
Correct.
Todd says a neighbour of his has a dog that's a mix of a German Shepherd and a Corgi. Big body and very short legs. It must be a TJ Turning dog.
That'd be the one.
It's a hobbit dog.
Yeah. Come on, let's see it.
Your camera's hunting for focus sometimes, Pete.
It shouldn't be because it's set to
it is
manual focus, but I can check it in a sec.
It's actually not the focus, Brian. It's the contrast. It's
is
having
it
a problem.
contrast?
Yeah, it's having a problem when the chatoyance lights up. It's darkening the picture.
I've got a light behind the camera, which
right.
This being dark wood in particular, it's useful for me.
It's a stunning bit of wood, I have to say.
It is.
I have to agree with Mike this time. As much as it pains me to say it.
Yeah. You're right, Brian. You keep taking the tablets, mate. You'll be all right. You'll get through it, mate.
Oh, well, aye.
Well,
we'll go and have a lie down in a minute just to get over it.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. I have never seen, I know I've said it before, I have never seen a piece of sapele like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Shame you've ruined it with the embellishing, but with the gilt cream, but there you go.
Yeah, well, it was Ben's fault.
I personally can't see any difference, but obviously...
No,
I can from here.
You just see little glints, little glitter.
It's got little glints in the paler bits.
Yeah.
Grain. Down in here.
Yeah.
Where the light comes down to the edge.
Lovely.
Getting a little sparkle. Not a lot, but just
And we all need a little sparkle in our lives.
I'm
too.
laughing at Lewis's comment about the German Shepherd and Corgi mix. He says looks like a furry alligator. And Mark Harvey's put in chatoyance? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Do you not know what chatoyance is, Mark?
It's actually chatoyance from the
Yeah.
French. Cat's eyes, sparkling, or something. It's basically where you get that shimmer. You know, when Pete turns it round slowly, you'll see it shimmers like that. Look, it's almost like it lights up.
Yeah, just in that bottom.
Yeah.
He turned
Right,
it too
so
quick. So
Very
now you're putting
Hampshire
wax on it. Hampshire Sheen High Gloss.
Sheen high gloss wax.
And there's Todd has spelt chatoyance the correct way.
Chat being cat in French.
Shut. C-H-A-T. Shut.
Yeah. Oyance being something else. Chatoyance. Many years ago,
Donna,
When I
the Love
s-
Angel is in.
when
Hi, Donna.
Afternoon, Donna.
Excuse me.
when I was using a treadle lathe. No, many years ago, when I used to follow Captain Eddie Castlin,
Treadle.
he's the first time I've heard the word chatoyance in respect to wood turning. It's a bit of useless information for you.
Michael McEwen says something to do with cat's eyes in French. That's what Mike said. Yep.
That's yeah.
It's another word we've stolen from the French then. English language is a bit like that. Just steals words from everywhere.
It does. We haven't stolen oregano yet, though.
It's Christine and Michael in.
Yeah, they've come in.
Hi,
That
Welcome.
factory's
Christine and
gorgeous,
Michael.
Pete.
Welcome, C&M.
Good afternoon.
Woodward says 150 years ago, Mike, was it?
At least,
Yeah.
before records began. I had a great honour of having an evening meal with Christine and Michael at UKIS some years ago.
Have we mentioned the Richard Raffan video yet?
No, can I mention that then?
Go and mention it, yeah.
Oh,
Have you got the
Go on,
link in there? Yeah, you can, Brian, if you like. But
that's
a
Facebook link. Hold on a minute. That link will not work.
Brian will put a link in a minute. I was watching Richard Raffan. It's a 56-minute video in real time. Turn a I think it's a cedar hollow form or hollow vessel, if you like, from start to finish in under an hour from a piece of log, and absolutely brilliant tool control, brilliant finish. Hollows it out with a 1/2-inch spindle gouge, absolutely great. So yeah, it's a good exercise and a good video to watch. That is absolutely superb.
It is. It's beautiful.
That is one of the finest examples of sapele have I told you I have ever seen.
No,
Turn it round.
Sapele?
I do.
I can't. That link you sent me is not working.
You can't not like it, can you?
It's rather pretty, you know.
Cool, I should say.
It's lovely.
Have I said I've never seen a piece of sapele?
Have you said? Did you say?
I'll tell you something as well. Doing a platter, having almost two sort of planes, if you like, actually enhances it. Because if that was just a bowl, it would be beautiful. But the bead,
you have to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
Right, so I actually had to go and find that Richard Raffan thing myself, because that
Mike sent the wrong one.
No.
There it is there, guys. That's the link to Richard Raffan. Richard Raffan turns a cedar pot. Is the
Excuse me.
it's a lovely looking little pot too. So there you go. That's the link you need. Go and watch that. That'll be interesting for you. That is a
So I do have to turn the back
stunning
off of that.
platter, I have to say.
But,
I'm not a woodwork learner. I'm not answering you.
Got some lovely comments in there, Pete.
bring the guys back
Amazing
in.
piece, fantastic, very nice, awesome.
And they're all expecting their checks by return, Pete.
Yeah, rather a nice little piece of wood, which actually worked well with the platter shape. So
It enhanced it, in my humble opinion.
But, sorry I haven't been talking much, guys, but my voice is croaky and feeling a bit rough. So
You wouldn't have got a word in edgeways anyway,
Mike in the
Pete.
chat, so
Donna's in.
Libby gets to talk over Mike anyway.
I've been very quiet this time, for me.
Thanks very much for coming in. Thanks very much to my support team.
It's a great pleasure.
Brian has left the building.
Brian's fallen asleep and fallen off his chair. Felon? He's fallen. He's fallen.
But yeah, that's it for today. When I turn the camera off, I'll take that glue block off the back. But it's going to take me a while to set the cold jaws up, and I really can't bother to do it live.
Well, Lewis has asked you about that, actually.
Has he?
Yeah, how
You
will
got
you
no
mount
sound,
to
Brian.
turn off the base?
I'm back.
Oh, good. Just in time for us to go.
Oh, what did I miss?
I'll do it with that, Lewis. Stick it in the cold jaws.
Ooh,
And just turn the back.
that's a big set of cold jaws.
Yeah, it's the 400mm ones. But, so that'd be easy enough. It just takes a while to set up.
Yeah.
I'm feeling rough, so I'm not going to do it. Well, I will do it.
Okay.
I'll do it this afternoon, but I'll have a break first.
So I
But
just
thanks for
suggested
coming
to
in.
do a short video showing how
I could
to
do it as a short
take
video.
it off.
Yeah, I could do it as a video. Bung that out. Did we establish whether Lewis has got one at 10:30 tonight?
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. No.
No.
All right, I'll video it and I'll bung it out at 10:30.
Oh, very good. I've got a video that's in production, which I may try and get ready for 8 o'clock, guys. Just so there's something to
Brian,
watch.
you've got a video coming at 8 o'clock.
Fingers crossed if I can get it edited.
Great job. All right, thanks to the team. Thanks for everybody coming in to watch. I'm going to end the stream right there. Cheers all.
Cheers all.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.